Hi guys, welcome to this week's Crypto Chiefs YouTube video where I'm just going to take a little look at Bitcoin in the market, how it's performed in April and what we can expect in the coming weeks in May. Before we begin the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always in the comment section below I'm going to pin two links. One to our free Telegram group where you can receive daily market updates, and also a link to our website where you can check out all of the trades taken from our premium signals group. So yeah, as I said, just going to take a quick look at Bitcoin and what we can expect. And you know, April's actually been, you know, it has been really bullish. We've had a couple of big pullbacks, but surprisingly the price has, you know, regained its levels and regained its losses really quick on every pullback pretty much throughout April. So we're closing the month. Obviously there's a few more hours to go once I film this video. So assuming we stay in a similar position to where we are, it looks like April saw around about a 5% gain on where we opened the month. And this is actually the fourth consecutive green month we have had, which is the first time any year since 2013 has started with 4 green months. And in that particular year, in 2013, the month of May was a red month. It saw a red candle. So if we do have another green candle in May, it will be the first time on record that we've started a year with 5 green candles. But of course, there's a long way to go before we see that. And what I'm looking for myself in May, three key levels I've got my eye on. First of all, we've still got these CME gaps, which I've spoke about before, which need to be filled. And the first one to the upside is around 35,000 up here, and to the downside 20 to 21,000. There is a CME gap there as well that is yet to be filled. So if we do get a move, quite an extreme move in either of those directions, then we can position accordingly. But there's also a level sort of in the middle of that, which I'm interested in as well. And I have also mentioned this one before, and it's around 25,300. We've not back tested this breakout, this really strong resistance. We've faced a number of times on the daily chart. We saw this impulsive move up towards the end of March, and the daily candle has not yet back tested it. So still at some point looking for a move down to confirm support on that previous strong resistance area. We've also got what looks like some daily demand in that area as well. So yeah, pull back to 25.3 looks like an ideal area for a bounce. If we do get a much deeper pullback to 21,000, I think that's where you can start to really position heavy, not just in Bitcoin, but in altcoins as well. And speaking of altcoins, if we have a look at the total 2 market cap again, so this is the market cap excluding Bitcoin, and I think that in May it's going to come to a critical point really. So we had this key resistance area that we mentioned a number of times where we've seen multiple rejections, $615 billion. We broke above it but only held above that for a couple of days, very quickly fell straight through. The support didn't hold here, and we can see we've actually rejected that again. So confirming now that $615 billion on the total 2 market cap is resistance. We also though have this support trend line running right from New Year's Day. We almost had another perfect bounce from it a couple of days ago. But what I'm looking from here is, obviously in the month of May, we're going to come to a point where the support meets the resistance. So we're going to either look to flip out and continue up, which would be bullish for altcoins, or the alternative would be, of course, to break down, confirm this as resistance and move much deeper, and then we see a much stronger pullback on altcoins. Just want to draw your attention as well, we have the FOMC meeting on right at the start of the month on the 3rd of May. We didn't have one in April, so this is the first Fed rates decision we have seen since March. And we can see that 84% of the market now are pricing in a 25 BPS rate rise. Seems to be what everyone is in agreement with, before most likely a freeze in June. So this is the expectation. So any variance on that will cause obviously greater volatility in the market. And what we need to be aware of is, if the decision comes in exactly as expected, then we may not see so much volatility on the decision. What is then important is the press conference afterwards, because Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, will give an indication of what was discussed at the meeting, and also what they, perhaps give some indication of what they're expecting in the months to come. And very similar really to what happened last month, it was the press conference afterwards that caused the volatility. So 3rd of May is a key date to watch out for. Just while I'll finish this video, just want to draw your attention as we come towards the monthly close and the new monthly open. The heat map here, the Bitcoin heat map, showing that the order book really has thinned out over the last few days. So just have to be a little bit patient and wait for our entries to fill, and keep in mind that when the market is like this, we can very quickly move sort of with a lot of volatility in one direction. And I think that's what happened the other day when we saw the really strong pullback. The fact was that the order books were quite thin compared to how they have been, so there was no real orders to fill to support the price, and we saw a really nasty sell-off. So yeah, just keep in mind as we head into the monthly close that volatility could be greater than normal. So I hope you found this video useful, guys, and just gives you a couple of key areas of what we're looking for in the coming months and weeks. Take care.